What's going on, YouTube? It's a hip hop trucker coming back with another video, man. I want to talk about this Drake and Kendrick thing one more time, because I'm starting to see the internet going crazy over this shit, and I just think that, I want to give my opinion. Fuck it. I think it's crazy how people will move the goalpost if they hate you enough, right? Like, it doesn't matter if you're in the right or wrong. It doesn't matter. If they hate you, they will always find a way to make you look bad. Very bad. I mean, making baseless claims, defaming statements. Sorry, tripping over my tongue today. Defamatory statements, talking about pedophilia and need to be on neighborhood watch and names need to be registered. I mean, those are crazy claims, right? I mean, dude, I don't think anybody would disagree that if you're someone who touches children, you deserve to get prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I don't think anybody would disagree on that. So I think that if you're going to make those claims about somebody and you know the repercussions behind that, you better damn sure have proof. And it's funny because Kendrick Lamar in Euphoria said, "It's a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that'll make Gunna wanna look like a saint." All right, where the proof at, bro? Where the proof? Because the shit that Drake said about you made Gunna wanna look like a saint. How about that? I think it's funny that, when it comes to Kendrick Lamar's accusations, nobody needs any proof. Nobody needs any confirmation. Nobody needs any documents. They just take it and run with it. Like, oh, Drake sent out cease and desist. Drake hangs out with underage girls. Drake has a sex trafficking ring. Oh, the embassy's gonna get raided. Bro, what? What? So you telling me that you believe everything? That's basically what you're telling me. You believe everything you hear. If it comes from the right person, you believe everything. See, this is why you motherfuckers be getting scammed. This is why y'all be getting finessed. This is why people like Jay Morrison can exist. People like Earn Your Leisure can exist. This is why, these corporate overlords can get over on you. This is why rent can go sky high and you guys can't do shit about it, because you guys don't believe the truth. You don't see the truth. You let anything happen. You let yourselves be bamboozled. Every time. It never fails. I mean, since when in history have we ever heard about a brother beating up a sister and we not nail him to the cross for it? You remember what happened with Chris Brown? Bro, Chris Brown is still catching bullets over that shit. He's still catching strays 10 years later because of that shit. Oh, but Kendrick get a pass? Why? Why do Kendrick get a pass? Can somebody answer that for me? Why does Drake have to defend himself and Kendrick does not? Because as far as I'm concerned, there is more evidence that Drake's claims are true than there is that Kendrick's claims are true. Because if we was to just use our brains, right? Why is Whitney following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? Why? Why the hell would your fiance or wife not be following you? Why? The only reason would be if y'all not on good terms. The only reason would be is if y'all are butting heads. Y'all don't get along. One don't want anything to do with the other. That's the only reason. Now you might say, oh, it's social media. It's not that deep. Who cares? That's not proof of anything. That doesn't mean anything. Okay, so you got this light-skinned nigga who is basically saying that your kid isn't yours and your wife is following the nigga who you supposedly had a child with outside of your relationship, but not you. And he's also claiming that you beat up the woman in question. So these allegations are crazy. But you know what? We see evidence that this might actually be true. Because, one, Whitney hasn't come out and said anything. I don't know about you guys, but my woman would never sit by and let the world accuse me of beating her ass without saying anything. Not even a post, not a story, not a tweet, not a comment, not an interview, nothing. She not saying shit. I mean, you got the number one public figure, arguably, in the world right now saying that your man beat your ass and you're not going to say anything? Why aren't you going to say anything? The only reason you wouldn't say anything is if it's true. I mean, your man is also a public figure. Your man also has an image to uphold. So you don't want to potentially allow his image to be ruined, or else your security's going away. But you know what? It's funny, because maybe she doesn't have to say anything, because a lot of you fools won't even believe it because Drake said it. And I think that all of this shit right here is exposing a lot of jealousy, a lot of hatred, a lot of envy, a lot of hypocritical bullshit. It's hypocritical as hell. Honestly, it really is. I think that if we take away the broader message from what this beef, like if we just remove ourselves from the beef and just look at how this shit unfolded, it's so much hypocritical shit going on in our community. It's crazy. I mean, there's rumors that Drake sold all his United States properties and he basically fled the United States, right? If that's true, right? If it's true, how is that a good thing? How is it a good thing that our culture is so toxic, so deviant, so evil, so bored, so lame, that we actually run one of the most popular public figures in the history of media out of the country? That's embarrassing. I mean, I think that's embarrassing, because at the end of the day, it's rap beef. It's not street beef. This man did not touch anybody in Kendrick's family. This man did not take anything away from Kendrick. He didn't mess up any monies for him. He didn't do anything to him. It's all words. So why should there be real life consequences that come out of a rap beef? Why? Why do this man feel like he got to sell his mansions and leave the United States? Are we really that wild? Are we really that unhinged? Are we really that unpredictable? He don't know if y'all gonna start trying to break into his property. He don't know if y'all gonna start vandalizing his shit. He don't know if y'all gonna start trying to come after him because of a rap beef. He don't know, so he gotta leave. I think that's sad. Anybody who doesn't think that is sad, you're part of the problem. I mean, straight up, you just part of the problem, bro. And hopefully, as time goes on, people will start to realize that it's not okay. It's not okay. At this point, it's deeper than did Kendrick win or did Drake win. I mean, if you ask me, I say Drake won. And it's not even it's not even a question. It's a no-brainer. Why? Because one, Kendrick makes woke nigga music. Kendrick makes, get back music. He makes band together, sit around, black pride music. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of music he makes. What is Not Like Us? A Not Like Us is a bop, right? It is a bop. However, it is also a typical West Coast crip walk, two-step, low vibrational track. He had to go completely outside his own genre of music in order to take down Drake. I think that that's a forfeit. I take that as a forfeit, because you couldn't even beat Drake with your own style. You had to change up everything because you knew you wasn't going to beat him head to head. You knew you wasn't going to beat him hit for hit. You knew you wasn't going to beat him song for song. Why? Because your shit is not for everybody. You know that your shit is not easily digestible. You know that if you put out a track where people have to critically think, they're going to be good on your shit. And you know that if Drake drop a bop, we gonna take it and run with it. So you had no choice but to change your whole style up. You had no choice. And that alone is a W for me. To me, that's a W. And on top of all of that, I think all of this shit was in vain. I think that y'all gonna be sick when you figure out that Drake's not going anywhere. He's still gonna be the #1 artist. I mean, the next album might be hit a little bit. I mean, Kendrick's next album is gonna be inflated, of course, but after people listen to it and realize that that shit is boring, it's gonna go back to normal. I mean, point blank, period. I mean, it's just, since when did hip hop become about gossip? Who can say the wildest shit? Because that's all Kendrick did, was say a bunch of wild shit. Pedophilia accusations are not funny. Trafficking accusations are not funny. They're not a joke. So if you're going to say that, you need to drop some proof. If you're going to say that, you need to back it up. Straight up. I don't think that shit was funny. The real reason Drake won this beef is because he had a better strategy, not because he had better music. As soon as Family Matters dropped, he immediately stepped on it with that garbage, dark demon song. You know what I'm saying? Dear Sandra, your son should die. I mean, what? We wishing death on people now? That's what we doing? A man who performed in Jesus cosplay is wishing death on people. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that? That's what we doing now? We wishing death on people now? In public? Okay. Y'all got it. I mean, y'all got it. I really don't know what else to say here. I mean, people spent the last 10, 15 years beefing this dude up, gassing this dude up, hyping this dude up. Lil Wayne passing the torch. Big Sean praising him. A$AP Rocky praising him. Future doing all kinds of collaborations with him. Kendrick talking about, oh, I'm so glad he brought me on tour, man. He got my music out to a bigger, broader audience. If it wasn't for Drake, that's so good. But now, all of a sudden, 10 years later, after all y'all done made y'all bag, after all y'all done got everything you wanted up out of him, y'all used him, bro. Y'all used him after y'all got everything y'all wanted up out of him. All the features, all the melodies, all the #1s. Excuse me. After y'all got everything y'all wanted up out this man, now you got the audacity to say you're not part of the culture. Now he not part of the culture? Now he's not part of the culture. Really. But we gonna be alright if we put Drake on every hook. But now he not part of the culture. Hypocrites. Hypocrites. Just something for y'all to think about, man. Make sure to follow, subscribe for more hot takes. We're gonna be talking about all this shit. Trucking news too. It's the Hip Hop Trucker, man. I'm out.